Wants to leave Real Madrid. I know this has gone very much under the radar over the last few days. How much of a difference could that make? If Ronaldo leaves, let's say, then Mbappe knows he would, probably start next season for Real Madrid as one of the big stars. Is that a game changer in negotiations?
I would say yes, of course it is, because the door is already open, but it would open even more if Cristiano were to go. And I think in Kylian Mbappe's head, it will make a difference. However, when you ask him now, but if you go to Real Madrid, you might not play much. He answers, why not? Why wouldn't I play much if I go there? He's so confident, not arrogant, just confident in his own ability that he thinks that even if he goes to Madrid, he will play enough, to enjoy his football, to improve and to keep his place, for example, in the French national team. So for him, the competition is no problem at all. Even Real Madrid's competition, even Cristiano's competition. But obviously, it will make a huge difference if Cristiano were to go, and then the door will open even wider for Kylian.
Boys, obviously we get excited about players, and those that are trying to calm everyone down when it comes to Mbappe say, but it's only been 6 months. He's only really played this calendar year. From what you've seen, do you believe he can make that step?
100%. 100%. I mean, he didn't look short of confidence to me when he pulls on the French jersey, albeit the recent one was a friendly. But he just oozes class, pace, intelligence. He looks to me as if he's got the head on his shoulders of somebody who's already played 200 or 300 games. That being said, there are going to be hurdles for him, but I think he's more than good enough to go. I don't think he's looking from the outside. It doesn't seem to me that the Bernabeu hostile atmosphere there, and it can turn. We've seen it turn on Ronaldo.
Sure.
Goodness, we all had stats. They booed him. Kind of think he's not a player that is going to be phased too easy, and I think that's going to be one of his big strengths too.
I think what he has is the rare mix of a player who has the physical talent and matches that with the mental ability to be able to withstand the pressure that comes with being this superstar at this young of an age. So many times we see players that have the physical talent but do not have the right mentality, and guys that do have the right mentality but don't quite have the physical talent. And when you match both of those things, it's so rare that, yes, for all of us that watch this player, we get excited because we think, man, this guy's for real. Because so many times there are names and players put out in front of you that they say, yeah, he's going to be the next big thing. He's going to be the next big thing. Well, no, this guy, he's going to be the next big thing.
But what about what Julian's alluding to, Casey, the fact that he is only 18. He's got time on his side. Why not take another full season at Monaco?
I'm still finding it hard to believe that a player wants to go to Real Madrid. I mean, that's crazy.
Lots of us
I really want to go to Real Madrid. Wow, there's a shocker. But no, there is a point. I mean, it is a good point that you're young. He knows he's playing week in and week out. He knows he has that time to improve. Yes, I agree with the boys that I think he could step in at the next level and be successful. But there is an argument to say, give yourself another year to get yourself a little bit older, a little bit more mature, and stay where you know and you're comfortable, where you're going to play every game.
There's also an argument to be made that if you're in the middle of negotiations, you don't say, I'm only going to Real Madrid, because that cuts out other teams that could come in and make it a bidding war where now your price goes up. I'm just saying. I'm just suggesting, Kylian, don't limit your possibilities out there.
It seems to be a modern thing in the last 15, 20 years anyway, that whenever a younger player comes along from any country, they're kind of what we would call mollycoddled, kind of wrapping them in cotton wool. Well, let's not play them too many games at the club too early. Well, let's not burn them out at international level too early. Well, let's not do this. And I think sometimes it gets in the way of, look, this guy's just raw talent. I think if most 18-year-olds, if you were saying to me, they've played 6 months at the club and Real Madrid are sniffing around, I'd say no. But this guy's not your ordinary 18-year-old. He's going to be, and is at the moment, something special.
Welcome then to Extra Time. Ronaldo, I think, will keep us going throughout the summer and then some. Would leaving Real Madrid lower Ronaldo's chances of winning the Ballon d'Or?
Huh? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I suppose if he went to China, for example, then he's kind of off the radar for a bit.
I don't believe this is really at the forefront of his mind.
I don't know, it's Ronaldo.
Nah, not in this case.
He loves a Ballon d'Or.
Well, and he'll get one. He'll get one soon enough, but it'll be just fine.
Yeah.
No, I don't think this plays a part at all.
If you go to China and score 150 goals, you ain't winning the Ballon d'Or.
But he'll win it this year, won't he?
I don't care.
Which bit don't you care
Ask me about the bloody Ballon d'Or. It's the summer.
But it doesn't matter what happens really next 6 months because he's done enough to win the Ballon d'Or.
Don't look at me.
No, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you.
I mean, because honestly, do you care?
No.
Right.
Well, I know, but this person does care about the Ballon d'Or.
I would find it really hard to believe yeah, I agree with you that it is Ronaldo and maybe there's something, but Ballon d'Or is not the number one issue.
Actually, it's amazing how people are infatuated with that Ballon d'Or.
With that Ballon d'Or, yeah.
Not us, clearly.
No.
Not you.
Well, no, well, in the big scheme of things, and what we do, how important is it?
Well, it's big for Ronaldo. He shouted it, he cried, didn't he, when he didn't win it? Whenever it was.
Emotions. Yeah. Come on, go ahead.
Which country, Julian, has the best all-round squad between Spain and France? Oh, it's a biased question.
Oh, that's a tough one. France, of course.
Yeah.
You know, who else? No, I think the depth in the squad, and we saw that against England. I know it was only England, but you know, France were able to rest Griezmann, for example, or even Koscielny, and still the team that came out from the Deschamps' depth of squad was amazing. So I think even with the younger teams as well, you can see all those young players coming through and getting more and more experience and you know, going to bigger clubs. You see Tolisso. I don't think many people had heard maybe of Tolisso before this season, and now he's moved to Bayern Munich. And if you think of Bernardo Silva, who also played with France, France has that potential with the league of developing all those talent, whether they're French or not, but bringing all those talent through, and I think that's an amazing asset to have.
By the way, there was some doubt there initially about the question.
Yeah,
and it's Spain or France, I don't know. I'm going to give you a political answer. How about France?
Yeah.
France is the best, and this is what.
Then the heart definitely took over, didn't it?
Come on.
What, you saying he's wrong?
No.
No, I think it's true, isn't it? Just
The way
Well, I know how you're going to pick Julian, but I actually agree with you. Is that what you're saying?
why aren't
Only the French could stuff it up now with the squad there.
Well, they stuffed up the Euros, didn't
I know
they?
they did. That's
at
what I'm
home.
Yeah, against a rubbish
and that's
Portugal
what-
side.
That's what's going to put. Well, they weren't rubbish.
They were.
They got,
Portugal were dreadful.
well, they didn't play attractive football, but they were not rubbish. Rubbish. Everything's rubbish. Isn't it?
Well, yes, the Ballon d'Or winner.
The Ballon d'Or.
I mean,
Why aren't Arsenal going after Aubameyang, Julian? Seems his transfer fee of £60 million is similar to Lacazette's.
Like a little bit cheaper, and he's a bit younger as well. And I think in Arsene Wenger's mind, Lacazette is more of an Arsenal player. If you think about Aubameyang, if you don't play in transition like Dortmund do, if you don't have a lot of space where he can run through and run in behind the opposition's defense, then he's not really that useful. And Arsenal never play like that because when they play against teams in the Premier League, especially at the Emirates, everybody plays 11 men behind the ball and wait for them on the edge of the box. So there's not that space for Aubameyang to run into. Whereas Lacazette is much better in small areas, small spaces, and I think that's why maybe Wenger likes Lacazette more than he likes Aubameyang.
Is it happening, Julian, Lacazette to Arsenal?
He's the priority. I think nothing can happen without sorting out the Sanchez and Ozil situations. That's the problem. That's why I think people at the club maybe get a bit frustrated, is that if nothing happened with Sanchez and Ozil, the rest of the business can't be done. They need to sort those two out. Whether they stay or go, they need to sort that situation out before thinking about signing other players or even selling other players.
That's it, the end of extra time. Right, let's get some questions. Are all these articles about Ronaldo's possible return to United, departure from Real, legitimate or just clickbait? What do you think?
I think he's staying at Real Madrid. I think you can see that guy's looked after himself. He's kept himself in shape. He's still got a couple of seasons at the very top.
180 million is the figure?
Well, I would click on that article or 180 million, whatever. Yeah, there's nothing here. Nothing to talk about.
More chance of me going to Real Madrid.
Oh. Well,
To do what?
That's not happening.
Funny you should say
Still
that,
have a
Shaq.
pair of gloves in the basement. Just saying.
Deep in the basement.
I'm just putting it out there.
Okay, next question. It's to you, Ali.
Aha.
How excited and hyped are you about Venezuela reaching the Under-20 World Cup
goodness
final?
me.
Will they beat the mighty, the brilliance, the unbelievably
That's
talented?
not what the tweet says.
Well.
The tweet doesn't say anything about that.
I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely proud. I was emotional this morning watching this game. I was stressed out, nervous. It is a level of anxiety watching people that you care for and the country that you care for, watching them play rather than being on the field. It's far more stressful, but it was a very enjoyable occasion for me and for the people of Venezuela who really need this. But in a couple of words, all I need to tell you is, Vamos Venezuela!
That means come on, Venezuela.
Yeah.
I've never seen Ali so emotional.
Yeah.
Who's going to win this clash? England or Venezuela?
Well, I've got to say England, haven't I? I've got to say England. Got some good players.
First World Cup final since 1960.
It is, yeah.
I think so. I think we won the World Cup.
1966 was it?
I believe we won. Where did you watch the final?
The statute of limitations
Were you watching at home?
is 50 years.
How old were you then?
Oh, 4 or
Were you a
something.
teenager?
28. You're not allowed to talk about it 50 years. Please.
Why not?
No. There's a statute of limitations here.
Final tweet is for you, Shaka. It's a goalkeeper one.
Oh,
All right.
Who is the most underrated goalkeeper in the Premier League?
Fraser Forster.
Is he that underrated? Is he
Yep.
an England international?
He is underrated. Fraser Forster is an incredibly talented goalkeeper, just in the wrong team. Otherwise, I think he'd be better recognized.
isn't that your
That's how
team?
good
Isn't
he
that the team that you support?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Ian's enemy, by the way.
Oh,
They are.
yeah.
It's
They
a
are.
confident sensation.
I'm going to say Tom Heaton at Burnley. Good goalkeeper, big part of them staying up.
See, I don't think Heaton is underrated. Not more so than Fraser Forster. He's
But I don't
between him
understand.
and Pickford, people couldn't stop falling over themselves for those two.
I don't understand how a goalkeeper can be underrated and yet still be a starter for the national team.
Fraser Forster, the starter.
Well, not the starter, but
He's-
has started at times.
He's just kind of in the mix.
Well, he's
It's not
there, but
even
he's
that
in the
ma-
national team.
Yeah, but it's not even that many. How many English goalkeepers are in the Premier League? Just start with. You see, so it's not like it's a
switched
big
off a long
pool.
time ago.
It's not like it's a big pool. He's underrated.
What are you doing for Mrs. Hislop? Her birthday tonight, Shane? What's the... Is it dinner?
Can't tell you that.
Whoa.
Dinner?
Hello.
Cinema?
Why, baby?
Hello.
Oh, is it a surprise?
What?
He hasn't thought of it. He hasn't thought of it.
He's gonna think on the drive home. Oh my goodness. On the drive home.
Flowers from the garage.
Yes.
And a text message from Conte.
Time's the cake shop closed.
In Portugal during Moscow later today after opening day draw against Mexico in Kazan yesterday. And the only story in town is whether Ronaldo will actually speak about his desire to leave Real Madrid. It's been a few days now where Ronaldo's kept his counsel and nobody's managed to get a word out of him about his desire to leave Real and whether it's a reality or if it's more of a game aimed at pushing for a new contract or maybe even trying to get Real to put some pressure on to get the tax case against him dropped. But obviously the likes of Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain will be interested if Ronaldo was to remain available. But as we've seen in the past with Ronaldo, he does play these games of high stakes with Real, which ultimately end up with him staying and signing a new contract. So there will be interest in him, but it would be good if he could actually step up to the plate tomorrow in his press conference in Moscow, if he's prepared to speak, or after the game and say, look, this is the situation, and yes, I want to leave, or no, it's not irretrievable. But we'll find out soon.
Mbappe then could move from Monaco to Real Madrid. According to the front page of Marca, the Spanish newspaper, I only want to play in Madrid, says Mbappe. Apparently he's told Monaco he wants to leave. He was hesitant at the fact that if he went to Real Madrid he wouldn't necessarily play. However, if Ronaldo's going out the door, then that takes out the equation, doesn't it? Mbappe could start for Real Madrid.
Absolutely, 100%. He could start for Real Madrid. And I think he's quite right. Listen, if you're in the position he's in, you've got the pick of anybody you want to play for, you go to the best team. And right now, the best team is Real Madrid. And Real Madrid will be absolutely off the rocker if they don't get this done. Because, as good as we're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, he is in the decline. You get this guy, you've got a superstar for the next 7-8 years at least.